Scanny Talk, and we're doing the match reaction for our final preseason game that's ended 2-2 against Cardiff City. Before I get into it though, we're obviously doing our yearly giveaway on the channel. We're giving away a home and we're giving an away kit away as well. If you'd like to enter that competition, I'll put the link to that video in the description, and then follow the instructions in that video to be in with a chance of winning yourself either a home or away kit. Right then, on to the game today. You know, decent. You know, I'm pleased with what I saw. It was good sort of being, you know, in the ground and seeing how, you know, Patterson operates as well. It was very interesting. It's quite an animated character, and something that I did notice as well is that Andy Edwards, the assistant manager, he was like right at the back of the pavers at the top, and Slocum had an earpiece in. So I don't know if he was sort of using that as like a vantage point to see if he could gain any sort of, I don't know, better view of the game and change it up in a different way that you might not be able to see from pitch side. I'm not entirely sure, but that you know, it must be something along those lines. There was a team of about 3 of them with Andy, and they seem to be, you know, passing messages down over the earpiece that Slocum had in. So that's interesting. The game as a whole, I thought it was quite a good level. Obviously Cardiff are a League One team. I think they're 3rd favourites to get promoted back up to the Championship after they've just been relegated. So, you know, they've obviously got a lot of quality in their squad as well, and that did show at times. But I think we dealt with them quite well on the whole. Many performances today I was really pleased with individually as a team. You know, we played some really nice football. You know, for Jatta's second goal, it was brilliant, to be honest with you. You know, he's come on with about 15-16 minutes to go. He does a really good tackle, regains possession, I think, and then Grant puts it into him, and then, you know, puts it away. It was a really good. It was like his first couple of touches, so that was really good to see. Obviously, the second goal that we conceded was a little bit sloppy. I think Griffiths passed it out, and it was just a little bit of a dodgy pass out. And then it leads to them scoring, doesn't it? But we've seen a lot of those goals at Medley Lane, so it does sort of feel like, oh, not this again. But it's good to get those out in pre-season, and you've got to think that Griffiths, as it stands, he's sort of second choice, isn't he? He's not going to be the first choice. So yeah, and other than that, there's so much to cover, really. I think Dennis looks like such a good player, such a good player. His hold up play is superb, and his footwork's really good as well. I think we're going to see him develop really well this season. The only thing that I'd say about Dennis is he probably needs to improve a little bit on positional. Not massively, but you do feel like maybe Jatta picks up some really good spaces. And Dennis maybe lacks that a little bit, but look, it's pre-season. I think we have a quality player on our hands there, bit of a hidden gem, if I say so early. Try list as well. We only had one, and it was Kean Bennett, I believe. He looked like a handful. I was really impressed with him. You know, he was warming up down the side, and it took us a while to sort of figure out. I think someone tweeted it to us or something like that. Quite a strange career. If you look at his career path, he's been, you know, sort of a few clubs in Europe and stuff like that. But he looked good. He looked really good, really quick. I'd say that was his main attribute, his speed. He was sort of knocking it past players and then running onto it. Very much, you know, an Iron Man type player, but with a bit of a bigger build. You know, he looks really strong. He's quite muscular, so he's going to be good in the tackle, and he's got a good presence as well. The first goal as well, I've got to give it to Barry Cotter. What a finish that was. Goal of the day by a mile. If you haven't seen that goal, if you weren't there today, you must watch it. Absolutely fantastic goal. And then other things to talk about. I think the way we played, the link up was nice in the middle. You know, even for the goals, the link up was fantastic. We were playing such good, you know, intent football. I think that's definitely something that Patterson will be delighted with. I've not seen his post-match yet. I know it's only pre-season and you can't go too much off it, but for me today, that was the biggest sort of, you know, we're really going to see what we're going with here, because I think that's the team that's going to be starting next weekend. So yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Me and Tom was sort of having the discussion just after half time whether we think we're in a better position with the team that we have now than we were, sort of last season. And I've got to say, I think it's pretty close. I do. I know we've lost Abbott, and I know that we've lost McGoldrick, but we have picked up some good quality in there. We're talking about the midfield because the defence, the back three, we've got Bedu, Platt, and Al Joffrey, who looks good, really, really good, really quite a technical defender, but a good defender. And then Gordon played all right today. And then we've got Barry Cotter, who looks to be a real handful down that side. So I'm impressed with him. And then we've got Norburn as well, who's bringing in some quality, and he's sort of been up and down the leagues, hasn't he? So we've filled a void there. And Dennis as well, Iopenda, who looks quality. And I know I saw him when we went to Alfreton, but seeing him at Meadow Lane today, he is such a tall player, a very physical player. And he's unlucky today not to score, actually. At one point, he had a really good effort. Jody. Jody was he's a little bit off it, I think, at the moment. I think it's going to take him a few games, I think, to sort of get back into the swing of things, because we're not quite seeing the Jody that we have seen and we know he's capable of. I do like his new hair, though. His new hairstyle looks good. He's chopped the ponytail off, and yeah, he's looking smart. So yeah, I mean, I hope Jody can sort of get back into it, because when he's at it and he's really at it, we're so much better for it, aren't we? And it's interesting to see as well that he's sort of been moved more centrally. He's not playing as a wing back. Well, he wasn't today anyway. So I think that will benefit him as well, because I think it sort of gives him that freedom then to be a bit more attacking. You still have to do some some serious running in those positions, because yeah, he's still like a midfield, so you do have to do a lot of running. But it's not as much defending. I'm not saying Jody is the worst defender in the world. He wasn't at all. But I just think a player like that, you need to really let them play and push them to be as attacking as they can, because I think that is where his strengths lie, definitely. So yeah, I think that's it for me, really. In terms of what I feel today, I actually left the game feeling quite happy with what I saw. I think you've got to remember, like I've said, Cardiff are a quality side who will be pushing for promotion this season. And they came in, they applied themselves as well. It wasn't like a standard pre-season game. It was a standard intensity. It was a good level. So I can't really complain that much, to be honest with you. I'm pretty happy with what I saw. I think the players that we've bought in look to be promising. Look, we've not bought in any complete players, have we? We've not been paying over the odds for players that are proven. But I think the players that we've bought in, they're showing great promise. So yeah, I'm happy. I think we're in a good position, and I'm hearing rumours that there could potentially be a few more signings as well. There could be outgoings as well before the window closes. Who knows? Jatta's being rumoured online. So if Jatta goes, we sort of need to bring in somebody else, don't we? Who knows? We'll see. Time will tell. But it's looking to be an interesting season. And I'm really excited to see where we are after 10 games, because Patterson does keep going on about this, judge me after 5 or 10 games. I'm really interested to see that, because he seems like a man of his word. And I'm hoping that the players can deliver for him, because it just looked good today. I just got a good feeling. I wasn't too confident really until I seen the ball kicked, which is funny really, isn't it? Because on paper it was looking a little bit, loose, but we've been all right and we look okay. But yeah, that's the video. If you've enjoyed the video, please drop it a like. Comment if you think I've missed anything out, or what you thought of the game today. Yeah, and subscribe to the channel, and thank you again for watching.